Welcome back to Pop Culture Explosion. This is Mike here with Ray and Paul.
Here at Pop Culture Explosion, we watch the panels, we see the movies, we get excited about the future movies, and we're not talking about Marvel this time. We're not talking about Transformers. Ray, what are we talking about today?
Paul, today we are talking about DC and the DC current universe of movies. We're going to look at some of the stuff that was released during the DC Fandome from 2 Saturdays ago. And right out of the gate, we're going to talk about Wonder Woman. I love the trailer. How they're going to explain Steve Trevor being back, I don't get it yet from the trailer, except for the line from the bad guy that says, you could have anything you want. So I assume he's whatever she wants. I don't know if he's really, really there or not, but it was kind of a neat concept because they had such a good chemistry. And we got the first look at the cheetah, and that was kind of fun too.
Yeah, that was a pretty exciting trailer, I would say. I mean, and it's almost a given that the graphics and everything and the technology looks so awesome. So it's almost it's almost deceiving in a way. So it'll be interesting to see the writing on this one, how good they did.
I was very pleased with the first movie. I thought the CGI fight at the end, and that was my only criticism of Wonder Woman. I love the actor. Gal Gadot, I can never pronounce her name.
Gal Gadot?
Gal Gadot. Yeah, thank you, Ray. Perfect cast for this character. I think the cheetah looks pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go see that one in the theaters if COVID will let me.
And then moving along, we've got, this was probably my favorite thing, is the Batman. You know, I mean, I'm sure, everyone was up in arms when Robert Pattinson was cast. I was open-minded about it, but now that I see this, I'm like, yeah, this is cool. I'm looking forward to this. See what they do with it. Thoughts on the Batman?
Yeah, I was surprised with the Batman. I had a very open mind. I know he's done some good independent stuff where you can tell he's a good actor.
Yep.
If the lines are good, if the script is good, I think he could do the action. Just from that initial scene where he's beating on the guy and he says, "I'm vengeance," I was like, okay, that is the gritty Batman, the year 2 guy that they want to see. And
yeah.
I wasn't as keen on all the characters and seeing the Penguin and the other. I had to watch a couple trailers explaining some of the stuff that I didn't see, but that even got me more excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a Patterson hater at all. When I found he was cast for this movie, I'm like, he's a talented actor. He's a good.
Well, you've got his poster on your wall, right, Paul?
Shirtless, topless, yeah. No, I think it was a good choice, But if you look at other past casting of Batman, there were other people that did not like that choice. You're not going to please everyone, but he has some big shoes to fill, and I think he has the acting chops to fill them.
Right. So moving on to the Flash, they had the Flash panel with Ezra Miller himself, which I thought he was fired from this whole thing. So I was confused.
A woman.
Yeah, I was confused to see, but that aside, okay, he's in, and they're excited. Ray, you were talking earlier about them adding Michael Keaton to this one.
Yeah, that's exciting to me because I know in the storyline they want to do, it goes back, Flash saves his mom and it changes everything. There's no Bruce Wayne Batman. Bruce Wayne dies and his dad lives. So his dad takes on the form of Batman and carries a gun and kills people. Just a very angry, the opposite of who we got in the Batman that won't kill anybody. And the story is great. There's an animated version of it. If you haven't seen it, I'd highly recommend it. I've watched it several times. But bringing Michael Keaton in, I think, is going to be mind-blowing for most people.
Yeah,
Michael Keaton is probably one of my top 10 favorite actors. I like him. That's all I have to say. I don't know much about this movie at all. So
it will be interesting. So moving along, this is just a quick snippet, but they had the entire Suicide Squad cast playing some kind of trivia game, but they were showing footage, like sort of behind the scenes footage from the new movie, and it looks really incredible. I'm always cautious to say that because Batman vs Superman looked incredible, and I ended up hating that movie. So I'm excited. I'm optimistic. Thoughts?
Did you
I
watch
say
the extended cut?
I have not, or I might
Much
have,
better.
and
I thought it
I'm
was
open to
better.
giving another chance. But yeah, I was disappointed with that. I saw you cringe there, by the way, because I know you like it.
Well,
I when I first saw Suicide Squad, I think all the glitter and lies just had me going, wow. But after I watched it a second time and thought about it, the first one was so generic. It was so paper thin. I really hope that they learned their lesson with the first one and actually give us three-dimensional characters,
Well,
not
you have
just
James Gunn behind
yeah.
it, which he did Guardians of the Galaxy. So
Oh, nope. He has some
yeah,
talent. That's a good point.
Yeah.
yeah. All right, so
Now
we're
that
gonna.
one, well, I want to say that one is interesting because they're calling it like a soft reboot, yet they've got a few rollover characters. And I don't understand why it has to be a reboot. Why can't it be a continuation? I'll be curious to see.
Is Will Smith going to be in it?
No.
No, but
Oh,
he
Matter of
said he
fact,
would. It was just scheduling. He said he'd be back for a third one if it worked with his schedule.
and it almost looked like they replaced his character. So I don't know if
That's what
that's.
everybody thought, and I think they got a big backlash from that.
Uh-huh.
And then suddenly it was like, oh no, he's this character.
Yeah.
So I think their goal was to replace it because there was some chemistry and they wanted to build on that. But as the fans spoke out about not having Will Smith back, they were like, no, he's playing this character.
Yeah.
All along we knew that. Like, okay.
All right. So to wrap up, highlights from this thing, because there are
Oh,
you
one more
can
movie.
see,
They
well,
added.
that's why we're wrapping it up with the Snyder cut of the
Oh.
Justice League. I'm very interested to see this. I didn't think Justice League was bad. I enjoyed it in the theater. It could have been more, and that's a whole other video. But I'm anxious to see what he'll do with this.
How is that going to be released? Do you
It's
know?
going to HBO Max next year.
Oh, well, I'm not going to be signed up for HBO Max for that.
Thoughts, Ray?
I'm excited. On the opposite side of you, I liked the Justice League. I have scoured the internet to see a lot of the deleted footage that wasn't used with the Flash and with Cyborg, some of the alternate storylines that weren't used. There's a lot of stuff that's out there that you could read about. And then seeing some of the new footage, I'm excited. It's going to be a different story. I mean, the way that they filmed it, like in the new version, the Joss Whedon version, like the sky was purplish red and brighter and happier. They've already shown the original footage where it's darker skies and grimmer. And darker isn't always better for me, but I think it's just a completely different vision of what the movie was. I mean, it's going to be 4 hours basically long.
Really?
4 1-hour episodes. Yeah.
It's like a mini series.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Yeah, it's probably going to be a pass for me. Unless I can rent it on YouTube for like $10. Maybe I'll watch it then.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm excited to see it. I'm just interested to see, is it going to be a cohesive movie? How is the writing going to be? You know, are we going to be satisfied with the storyline? Is it going to be, again, like cohesive, you know, make sense and not be disjointed? That's what I'm looking for. That's why I want to see what he's going to do with it. So, all right, let's, any final thoughts on, I mean, I'm looking forward to what DC has to offer. I've been getting into their comics a bit, so we'll see how it goes. Now, the next DC Fandome is taking place, the part 2 is taking place on September 13th. So look for it on DCFandom.com.
My final thought would be, how are they moving forward post Snyder Cut? Because the Flash is going to follow in that footsteps and still be in the universe. Wonder Woman, I mean, she wasn't even supposed to emerge in the 80s. Now she's out and about everywhere in the 80s. So and the director even said she doesn't like group timelines, so she didn't care, which is concerning to me. But then you got Shazam, who has a sequel in The Atom coming, where they did just like a voiceover for that and kind of got people excited, where they're going to introduce like 5 Justice Society characters with Hawkman, Dr. Fate, and Atom Smasher too. So my question is, what's going to be next? That you got all these things moving together still, but you also said we're not doing it a second Justice League. So where they're going to go is interesting to me. And Superman saying he wants to do another movie too.
Maybe he'll be blue, and maybe he'll smile a little bit more. So, guys, my final thoughts for this video, real quick, is I'm not that excited. Thank you for having me on, Mike. Ray, it's always nice chatting with you. I'm going to see Wonder Woman.
About 10 times.
No, at least once or twice, maybe twice. The Flash with Michael Keaton. That movie caught me off guard. Was not planning for it, didn't expect it. So I might go see that one too. But I'm a comic book guy. I like comic book movies. I'm not excited about Phase 4. So maybe these guys might beat my expectation.
All right. Well,
so, guys, with that being said, you know the drill, right, Ray? Put your fingers
I do
up
know
like
the
here.
drill.
Okay, peace out.
peace out.
Peace out.